This demonstration will look at what's known as an exit controlled loop, a do while loop. And a do while loop is similar in many ways to a while loop, except in a do while loop the loop will execute the code block at least once before checking whether or not to execute it again. So in this particular example I have shown you how to use a do while for user input, and similar to a while loop, a do while loop allows you to validate to a certain extent or to check the data entered by the user and to make sure it fits what you need it to say before you accept it. If it doesn't then conform to the standard that you need it to, you can then continue to ask the user to re-enter it. So here we have a gender car similar to the while loop, and we have a boolean invalid gender, and remember a boolean can be either true or false. Then we have the do part. So the do part of the loop then ensures that this code between this and this block is executed irrespective of what the condition is, only for the first time that the loop is run, however. So first line is console.writeLine, which will output please enter your gender, male or female, to the console. You'll notice these little characters here. These are called escape characters. Escape characters can be used to then allow you to include speech marks in a output string. We then have the gender variable storing the whatever the user enters. And you'll notice console.readLine is then followed by .toLower, and toLower is a method of the string class, which you probably won't have covered at this point, but needless to say, all it really does is lowers the ensures that the whatever character the user types in, it's reduced to lowercase. So this ensures that the only thing you're checking is the actual character itself rather than the case. So this will read in from the console what the user enters, converts it to lowercase, and then converts it to a character, and then stores it in the gender variable. This next section of the do part of the block will then determine if the character the user entered is either male, or i.e. M, or female, i.e. F. So you'll notice I've said if gender equals single speech marks, single speech marks. Now you use single speech marks for characters, and double equals is for comparison. So if you're checking if something is equal to something, you use double equals. These two symbols here, these two vertical bars, represent OR. So what I'm saying here is if the gender is equal to the lowercase character M or the lowercase character F, then the user has entered a valid gender character. In which case I want to set the boolean invalid gender to false, so that the next time when we get to the bottom of the loop, then the loop will not run again because the condition is set to false. And as we know from a while loop, once a condition is false, the loop then will terminate. But given that this is an exit controlled loop, in other words that the condition is checked after one iteration of the loop, then this loop will have executed at least once before deciding whether or not to run again. The loop will exit and then it will print out you selected and then the character M or F. So let's just see that running. please enter the character. So I'm going to enter a wrong character, and you'll see it'll continue to ask me to enter the correct character, and now I will enter I'll enter capital M, and you'll see it converts it to a lowercase m, and it outputs you selected M.